I want you guys to kind of just unpack that, think about that. And the reason why we're going to roll into DeFi primarily is because I want you guys to understand that through the utilization of DeFi protocols and understanding how to expand your wealth, you can learn how to earn yield on your digital assets instead of allowing them to sit dormant, collecting dust like your dollars have been doing in centralized banks and in the traditional financial system for years. We now have the opportunity to participate in this new financial system, and this new financial system is being created in such a way that it puts the bank in your hands. You are now your own bank, or you can be. Most people are not, and I'm going to show you the statistics. Most people have no idea that this is even a possibility. Very small percentage of the population. But once you understand the risks associated with DeFi, you understand how to mitigate them, and you understand how to take your digital assets and start earning on them, you start to combat against things like the devaluation of your currency. You start to build a bigger portfolio for the next bull market cycle with these digital assets. You start to combat against inflation. And you start to realize, holy crap, you now have the opportunity to create money out of thin air, just like these financial institutions have been doing for hundreds of years. Okay. And when you realize the power of that, you start to come to terms with, okay, this is the way things are going to go. DeFi is 110% happening. I've proven to you guys in previous video breakdowns, and I'll prove to you guys again in these video breakdowns, that multiple protocols across the board, ones that you've most likely been involved in, especially if you're my follower, Mr. Aqua's follower, utility-driven assets. You probably hold HBAR, XTC, Quant, XLM, XRP, SHX, Velo, right? Velo Finance. What's another one? Flare, right? Songbird, okay? XTC, if I didn't mention that already. Maybe even some Bitcoin, right? All these digital assets that you hold, and the ones that I just mentioned, haven't really had a mature DeFi ecosystem over the past consecutive couple of years. For example, the AMM feature on the XRPL just recently dropped this year in March. So of course, a lot of XRP enthusiasts that have been holding XRP for the last 4 or 5 years since the lawsuit started are going to be super skeptical about deploying their digital assets onto DeFi protocols or onto DEXs on the XRPL to earn more XRP by being a liquidity provider, because that is a new feature that just came into fruition this year. So of course, people are not going to be willing to do it or even be willing to learn about it, because once someone hears who has not been involved in DeFi for over 4 or 5 years since they've been holding XRP, hears for the first time that they can take their XRP out of cold storage and go and use it in a DeFi pool to earn yield, of course that's going to seem skeptic, right? But if you actually do the research and you listen to the engineers of the XRPL, for example, like David Schwartz, or individuals of high rank in Ripple, like Monica Long, for example, the president, literally tell you, and I'm going to show you in this example today, that this is all possible, you start to fade out the noise and the individual skeptics, and you start to become powerful with your digital assets. I encourage every single individual to understand that that's what these digital assets were meant for. XRP and other digital assets out there were never meant for you to buy, put into cold storage, and wait 10 years for price appreciation. That is not what these digital assets were meant for. They have utility, they have use case, they have purpose. And one of the purposes, one of the ongoing developments in a lot of these protocols that we are all familiarized with are now building out DeFi ecosystems. And again, I'm going to show you that in today's video breakdown. So let's transition. The reason why I showed you guys the whole environment surrounding artificial intelligence and robots replacing jobs is because another way that we, as the lower level populace, the individuals that the elites don't really care about, can fight against all the things that they're doing to us to keep us suppressed, to keep us on universal basic income, to keep us in our homes. DeFi is one of the ways that we can fight against that by learning about it, utilizing it once we manage our risk properly to expand and grow our wealth every single second of every single day. And once you realize how powerful that is, that with $5, an internet connection and a mobile phone, you, no matter in what jurisdiction you are in, have the same exact power as these elite individuals who print money out of thin air, it becomes revolutionary. Okay. And if you can't comprehend what I just said, then click off this video, get off this live, This information is not for you. Go keep following bullish moon boys that keep telling you that digital assets are going to moon to high prices without even understanding the macro environment and how disgusting the macro environment is, right? Right now, if you go look at the total cryptocurrency market cap, it's probably down over $20 billion right now. Right now, most individuals in the digital asset space don't even know why that is, because of the geopolitical escalations and tensions that are weighing on risk asset sentiment. However, right now in DeFi, I, for myself, as an example, and other individuals in the Wealth 28 Club don't care about that. We don't care if price moons tomorrow or the next day or the day after, because no matter what, if price is bullish or bearish or moving sideways, through the utilization of DeFi, you can earn more money every single day on the same digital assets that you're holding right now, hoping for significant price appreciation, stacking more of these same exact assets that you are hoping to moon in the next year or 2 years, right? If that doesn't seem appetizing to you, then again, I don't know what else will. Global crypto ownership reaches 562 million. This is a report as of May 2024. The reason why I'm showing you guys this is because this is a physical example. This is a AAA report of how small of a percentage of the population owns cryptocurrency. 6.8% of the world population have cryptocurrencies. Now, I want you to take into consideration everything that I've been attempting to show you all so far, and let's scale that number down even further. This is the number of unique users as of April 2024 in the DeFi ecosystem. Only 7.5 million people have bought or sold decentralized finance assets worldwide. So if 6.8% of the population owns crypto, and only out of those 560 million individuals have involved themselves in DeFi, take into consideration how many skeptics there are that are going to combat you that don't understand DeFi in the crypto space right now. Because only 7.5 million people, as of 2021 to 2024 in April, have used DeFi protocols. Okay, take that into consideration. That's another reason why so many people think that this is skeptical. That's why so many people in the XRP community, in the XLM community, in the HBAR community, or in the XDC community, even at that much, don't understand this. It's because they have never even dipped their toes into it, because DeFi systems and DeFi protocols and lending platforms and borrowing platforms and yield earning platforms and DEXs haven't really been available on these networks over the past consecutive couple of years. Hedera's DeFi ecosystem is a lot more mature than the XRPL DeFi ecosystem and the XTC DeFi ecosystem, but still, again, relatively new, right? There's still ongoing developments happening. So I wanted to bring this to your attention, because don't be one of these individuals that's part of the crowd of the 560 million active crypto users that has no idea how to take your digital assets and use them to your advantage to grow your wealth. Be a part of the 1% of the 1%, right? And then when you realize how powerful it is that you're now part of the 1% of the population of the 1% of the population, or should I say the 6% of the population, and then the 1% of the population, you realize how much you've been missing out on your entire crypto career. I had an aha moment. Almost every single person in the Wealth 28 Club hasn't had an aha moment where we've realized that these digital assets were never meant to just be bought and stacked in our cold storage wallet. What happened from 2021 to 2023 was a psyop to shake people out, to get you nervous, to get you fearful, and to create this hodl mindset. Oh my gosh, everything's crashing. I need to protect my wealth and just go put my assets in cold storage. When in reality, if you would have put all the assets that you had from 2021 when the bear market started till 2024, now that we've come out of that depression in the crypto ecosystem, into DeFi protocols, your bags would be probably 100 times bigger than they are right now if you did not just stick it in cold storage and let it sit and collect dust. If you would have had all the capital, again, not financial advice, that you have now in crypto, in DeFi protocols from 2021 till now, you would for a fact have many more digital assets to your name than you have right now. That is a 110% fact. Go look at the growth of the DeFi ecosystem across multiple different protocols, multiple different networks as of this day. So with that being said, let's transition. Let's go down the rabbit hole. Let's show you guys some of the DeFi developments that are happening across the vast majority of these utility-driven assets that are happening behind the scenes that a lot of people are not paying attention to. Here at the Wealth 28 Club, we are. If you guys are interested and you're listening to learn about DeFi in depth, from literally a beginner level understanding to an advanced level understanding, how to utilize your digital assets to enter into liquidity pools, to start earning yield, to start getting your assets to work for you, visit CYPRXtrading.com. We'd love to have you on the team, right? At the end of the day, you join the mentorship program, you don't like what it is that we have to offer, you cancel your subscription. Boom. But if not, and you learn and you grow, which you will, you become, again, a part of the 1% of individuals that are taking advantage of the opportunities in the now. And I've just shown you all how so many people are not. There's so many people in crypto right now that have no idea about this opportunity because they're skeptics, because they're scared, because they're fearful. And if you're any of those things, you will fall behind, right? It's just logic. So I said to you guys on the X space, last bull market cycle, and I posted this on July 15th, 2024, XRP, XLM, HBAR had no DeFi ecosystems helping boost momentum like Ethereum did. I also want to add XTC. I don't know why I didn't in this post, but we'll add XTC onto that as well. That has all changed now for the first time ever. You have seen nothing but DeFi developments on the XRPL, on the XTC network, on Stellar, and on Hedera. Buckle up. This ride, the next bull market cycle, will be different without a utility bull run in this market. It doesn't matter if we see a utility market cycle or not. This next market cycle, specifically because of DeFi and the developments behind DeFi and the TVL that is about to come onto these networks over the next 8 to 12 months, is going to be exponential. Okay. Just showing you guys some most recent examples of DeFi developments. I found this via a slide that was presented in the CYPRX crypto research section in our Discord. And I pay attention to detail. If we zoom into the slide, this is a 2024 crypto conference that took place in Japan, Japan's largest crypto conference, IVS Crypto 2024. And I noticed that on the slide presentation, you can see right here, Ripple flags, and it's Batman smacking, it looks like Robin in the face, and it says it's XRP. We know how big and massive Ripple is in Japan and how headstrong they are about the digital asset XRP in Japan. If you don't, you're an XRP holder. I don't know, you've probably been sleeping under a rock for the past couple of years, but you most likely know about it. Well, just recently, we had this XRP drop. Shout out to you on the X space for posting this. DeFi development. The Lotus Protocol is the first, again, I repeat, the first liquid staking lending protocol that is being built for the XRP and the Root network. Okay. Keep in mind what I just said to you guys. AMM features on the XRPL just recently dropped and developed in March of this year. This is now brand new, where for the first time, we're going to be able to, a certain degree, liquid stake and lend, on the XRPL. That's insane. Now, to what degree and how this is going to be built out, again, this is all coming into fruition. This is new. You can go read about this. Cointelegraph dropped this fundamental piece just a couple of hours ago. Gyrin, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly, Labs secures funding from the XRP ledger in Japan and Korea. So I find that interesting, right? Because it mentions Japan. We have this crypto report or this crypto conference that took place. And you can see right here, they're like, oh, slap, boom, it's XRP, right? So I just thought that was an interesting little connection. But if you read about this, let's just jump into this article right here. So Gyrin Labs, again, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, a Korea-based Web3 venture studio announced that it has secured funding from the recently launched XRP ledger, Japan and Korea fund backed by Ripple, a global leader in enterprise blockchain and crypto solutions. With the funding, Gyrin Labs will accelerate its development of the Gyrin wallet, an XRPL-focused wallet, and the Lotus Protocol for decentralized finance services, i.e. DeFi. Remember what I said to you guys in the post. This just goes to show that here at CYPRX, in the private community, we're always ahead of the curve. We were on XRPL dexes back when they only had 200 active users, right? Now, if you go look at the active users on the XRPL dexes, there's over 1,000 active users. This is just showing you guys, again, that we try to put out information to you all before the mainstream news articles get it. I put this article out to you guys on July 15th. Letting you all know that DeFi developments were going to continuously ramp up on these specific networks. Here you can see Cointelegraph putting this out just a couple of hours ago. Behind the scenes, we already knew that this was all going to start to come into fruition. With the funding, Gyrin Labs will accelerate its development of DeFi services on the XRPL. Jaren Wallet, Jaren Labs aims to build a user-friendly infrastructure that will enable XRP holders to leverage decentralized applications on the XRPL and create a sustainable DeFi ecosystem centered on the XRPL and the root network via the Lotus Protocol. So I'm extremely optimistic and forward-looking about this because I want to, again, utilize all the XRP that I've accumulated since 2017 and go and put it to work for me. I can go and put my XRP to work and earn more XRP. Obviously, of course, understanding the risk involved, learning how to mitigate that risk, and learning how to build a proper DeFi strategy, it is 110% possible. Gurren Labs aims to act as a catalyst for XRPL's further growth by adding more utility. Remember what I said to you guys, that these digital assets were not meant for you to buy and hold and put into cold storage. That's just the mindset that the masters, the elites that manipulate the minds of the masses have created for you all because of all the fear, uncertainty, and doubt that they have pumped into the market over the past consecutive couple of years, right? If we continue, you guys can go and check out their X profile. They have actively about 485 followers. That's interesting because yesterday they only had like 300 something. So that's grown significantly since yesterday. And then here is the Lotus Protocol's X profile. This was posted on July 3rd. It is a thread that talks about the Lotus Protocol team. But what I found interesting about this correlates with something that Monica Long, the president of Ripple, said on a Block Square interview with David Schwartz just the other day. And this goes hand in hand with what David Schwartz told the entire world at XRP Las Vegas in May of this year, yet it went over the heads of, I'd say 98% of XRP enthusiasts. So in this thread on thread 3 out of 5, it talks about the key features for DeFi. And one of the key features, it talks about the in-chain DEX or decentralized exchange, which allows trading tokens and liquidity pool setups without deploying smart contracts. It talks about how the XRP is a dual token system. The root network uses XRP for gas fees and root for governance staking in-game transactions. So why I find this interesting is because it mentions how this DEX is going to utilize XRP for gas. And if you remember, if you pay attention to detail, like I told you guys you should be doing, listening to these Ripple representatives and the individual engineers of the XRPL telling you all that this is possible, let's take a second and listen to what Monica Long said about how DEXs on the XRPL will only continue to grow and will create more demand for the digital asset XRP. Take a second and let's listen to this specific little tiny video clip. Mr. Aqua, tell me and let me know if you can hear this.
You should turn it up, possibly. I'm kind of hearing something.
All right, cool. Give me a second. Let's see if we can stop share. I think I got to share it a different way so you guys can hear it. All right, here we go.
Yeah, so for our payment customers, we've supported various tokens in the payment flow. Of course, XRP as a bridge asset, and that position for XRP doesn't change in our view, especially as more and more types of assets get tokenized on blockchains, and there's a need for efficient liquidity between, what will increasingly become a longer and longer tail of different types of assets. Even amongst the currencies, there'll be different issuers of different currencies. And the more that transactions happen, especially right on Ledger with the decentralized exchange, there'll be more and more demand for XRP as a bridge asset. That will continue. There'll be more and more demand for XRP with the decentralized exchange. There'll be more and more demand for XRP as a bridge asset.
Right? You all heard that, right? As there's more trading on the decentralized exchanges, there's going to be more and more demand for the digital asset XRP. Now, what have I been attempting to tell you guys, myself and Mr. Aqua? All of this is brand new. This is all new. This just took place, the AMM feature on the XRPL March of this year. So of course, people are going to be skeptical about it. Of course, people are going to have no idea how to utilize it. Here at the Wealth 28 Club, we've been at the forefront of this, trying to get people to wake up and see that it's not us telling you guys that this is possible. It's individuals that people have been paying attention to in the Ripple and XRP community for the longest time, but for some odd reason are allowing this information to go right over their head, okay? The developments are happening. They're brand new. Be patient. It's going to take some time, but once the XRPL DeFi ecosystem really starts to ramp up, oh my goodness gracious. You think that 58 or 59 or even what is it, $60 billion that's locked on the Ethereum network right now in their DeFi ecosystem is a lot? Just wait and watch and see, because for a fact, these financial institutions are interested in earning yield on their digital assets. And I've showed you guys that time and time again in previous video breakdowns, that these large organizations, and I just showed you guys that PDF, right, from the Hong Kong financial research team, they literally interviewed 50 institutions. And I showed you how 29% of them were admittedly using DeFi. Like, I don't get how else to show people that this is happening. I'm just going to continue to do the research, and the people that want to tap in, again, the information is there for you. The education is there for you to get involved and to tap in. And if you don't, you're just going to be sitting dormant. You're going to be collecting dust. You might as well just go back to the traditional system and collect dust there too, because there's no point in owning these digital assets and allowing them to collect dust. It makes absolutely no sense. At least at a minimum, even if you're not going to deploy your assets, start educating yourself now. So that way, when you're ready, when you're confident, and even if you're just waiting for regulations, that's fine too. But when all of that comes into fruition, don't you want to be gung-ho, be educated enough to go out and deploy your assets right away? I sure would be. So at a bare minimum, at least take advantage of educating yourself. So that fell in line with what Monica Long said and what the Lotus Protocol was saying on their X profile. Let's go back to this just to show you guys that real quick, just to recap. So they were talking about the DeFi feature on the chain DEX and talking about liquidity pools and so on and so forth. And then Monica Long went on to confirm that through the utilization of XRP on these DEXs on the XRPL, demand will continue to grow. Now, remember, I showed you guys this video clip back when it dropped. Literally at XRP Las Vegas, this went over the heads of every single person in the crowd, where David Schwartz publicly admitted that you can, as an XRP holder, take advantage of these XRPL AMM liquidity pools and earn fees by providing liquidity on the XRPL trading pairs.
Like the more traditional market makers. Because the automated market makers are implemented on decentralized blockchains, you can participate in an automated market maker not just by trading with it, but also by a sort of the equivalent of lending in assets. So remember I said the automated market maker has to have some USD so it can buy XRP whenever someone wants to sell it. And it has to have some XRP so it can sell XRP whenever someone else wants to buy it. And what an automated market maker does is it makes a return. It generates revenue from various different mechanisms, including the spreads on its trades. And if you lend it, your XRP or your USD or both, then you own a sort of share in the automated market maker and you benefit from the trades that automated market maker makes.
Again, to each his own. Do you want to be a part of the community of individual representatives in crypto that just hold crypto, the 562 million people, or the smart individuals, the 7 million% of crypto population that are actively deploying and actively growing these ecosystems and earning more digital assets? I would want to be a part of the smaller percentage of the population. To each his own. Again, everybody has their own personal viewpoints. And then same thing, Marcus Enfinger at a interview right here in 2024 as well. I believe this was in the same month as XRP Las Vegas, if I'm not mistaken, was asked pretty much the same question, what he's looking forward to in the future for Ripple and XRP and the XRPL. And one of the things he mentioned in this video clip right here is the AMM feature.
Next from XRP Ledger, what's on your roadmap?
Yeah, so there's some amazing stuff happening. So first of all, an automated market maker has been released very recently and voted in by the community. That one's going live, which will obviously also be a native feature on the protocol, which brings more security and user safety and allows users to basically, put their liquidity to work. So
okay, so moving on, let's get into some other developments. Let's get off of XRP. Let's put that one on ice for a second. I want to show you guys some other developments that are happening in the DeFi ecosystem as well on other networks. So here, this is a post from Clink Finance that came out on July 25th, 2024, and it caught my attention because it mentioned that they recently partnered with the XTC Foundation to drive mutual growth and innovation to, number one, boost decentralized applications and token growth on the XTC network, to enhance token swaps, yield earnings, i.e., keyword right there, and long-term user growth. So that was cool to see, which, again, if you click on this link, it'll take you to this page right here and you can read more about it. We're going to do so right now. So again, updated information from July 23rd, 2024. I myself am a massive bag holder of XTC and will definitely be looking to deploy my XTC into these new DeFi protocols or these DeFi tools once they have a more, solid maturity behind them and they start to develop a little bit further. But here you can see this article reads, Clink Finance has recently announced a long-term strategic partnership with XVC Tech, XTC Network, and its ecosystem, aimed at fostering regular channel collaborations to accelerate growth for decentralized applications and tokens deployed on the XTC network. The Clink service model supports the XTC ecosystem by enabling projects to list tokens for swaps, holdings, and yield earnings, while participating in investment-led action quests to boost volume in long-term holders on top of the native chain. Clink's platform also provides access to XTC yield generation. Okay, I love that terminology right there because, again, we can take these digital assets that we've been holding in cold storage wallets for the longest time. Even if we don't take all of them, we can take a portion of them or even start to think about building a new portfolio with these digital assets and start to earn yield. Fostering long-term TVL through fixed interest and prize pool rewards. Additionally, XTC projects gain long-term user growth through exposure via Clink affiliate services. Here it goes on to say a quote from the co-founder of the XTC network. We are happy to join the cap table of Clink Finance alongside prominent co-investors like UOB Ventures, backed by UOB Bank, one of the most renowned financial institutions in the world, Blockchain Founders Fund, Master Ventures, Signum Capital, Castrum Capital, Tribe Ventures, and Chesa Ventures, being a front-facing personal finance app that incentivizes users with rewards. Clink Finance will onboard hundreds of thousands of users to the XTC ecosystem with appealing features like UI and tech for Gen Z users. We believe that Clink Finance will be a major success story that upgrades user experiences from Web 2 to Web 3. And then last but not least, it talks about a quote from the co-founder of Clink Finance, and I highlighted this one key little highlight. It says, "This collaboration underscores our commitment to advancing wealth creation opportunities." What have I been attempting to tell you guys this entire call? That we are now entering into this new financial system where you have the ability to be your own bank and create your own wealth. Yet again, because this is all brand new, it's all starting to happen this year. People are skeptical. There's going to be naysayers. There's going to be people that are like, oh, it's a scam. Oh, wait until regulations. If you understand your risk tolerance, you understand how to mitigate that risk, and you educate yourself on how to properly take advantage of these things that are happening now, it's very simplistic and easy to make money in this space through the digital assets that you most likely already know. Yes, like I mentioned, there's risk. It's not easy. You have to put in some elbow grease. You need to go watch a couple of video breakdowns to teach yourself how to do this. You need to take notes, and it's probably going to take you a month to dive deep into it. But once you get past that hurdle, it opens up a door for you of opportunity that's like, holy crap, this is an ecosystem that I've been sleeping on for the past couple of years that I've been in crypto. What have I been doing? I beat myself up over it once I first started learning about DeFi. I was like, how the heck have I been involved in crypto since 2017 and only started learning about it 2-3 years ago that DeFi even exists? I beat myself up over that because the whole entire time I could have been learning, earning, and growing my bags. Right. But once I started learning that, once I started learning how to mitigate risk and deploy on DeFi protocols, it became like drinking water. And I'm telling you guys right now, it'll be the same for you, but you have to lay the foundation of education first. You can't just go and jump in and think you're going to make all this money and chase all these high APRs. You will get wrecked. You will get destroyed. You will lose money, just like in trading, just like in investing in general. You have to lay the educational foundation first, which is why we created the CYPRX Wealth 28 Club to lay that foundation for people so you can then take advantage after you have the education backing to get involved in DeFi. So here's that website right here, Clink for winners only. I like that one. Talks about start earning. You can click through this website. As of right now, I believe that this platform is not available for United States citizens because I was unable to download the app. And some other members in the Wealth 28 Club also had the same and similar problem. So just be mindful of that. I don't think that this is available for United States citizens, but if you're not in the United States, possibly you could take advantage of this and earn some yield on your XTC. All right. Some other insights. So this blockchain reporter website, this is from July 27, 2024. Just to again reiterate what we mentioned, I mentioned, XLM's DeFi ecosystem is also going to start to pick up. And again, just to show you guys the date, July 15th, 2024, this was a fundamental report, came out multiple days later. And you can see right here, it talks about the Stellar ecosystem aims to become a major player in the DeFi arena. Talks about down here, how Stellar is poised for success in DeFi. Stellar is gearing up to play a significant role in DeFi's future, leveraging its Federated Byzantine Agreement, or FBA, consensus mechanism to ensure scalability and minimal transaction fees. These characteristics make Stellar an ideal ecosystem for DeFi applications that need regular, low-value transactions. Its ability to integrate with financial institutions and payment networks further boosts its appeal. Now, what I find interesting is just a couple of days ago on July 30th, 2024, they also posted out on their X profile, build better, faster, more secure DeFi on Stellar. So these organizations are the ones telling you that this is happening. Yet, again, a lot of people are sleeping on this. This was an interesting article that I wanted to dive into with you guys because it, again, just shows that this ecosystem is attempting to grow in such a way, and it is growing in such a way that it's making it easier for the every average day individual that has no knowledge about this space to come and onboard in easy steps that have, an easy user interface. You don't have to go and watch 20 YouTube videos to learn about it, and it's just becoming seamless, right? This new financial system. So PayChent, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, integrates with the Stellar Anchor platform. And just reading this highlight to back what it is that I'm attempting to show you, this integration marks a significant milestone in PayChant's mission to drive economic innovation in Africa. Remember how I've told you guys in previous video breakdowns, at the lowest level basic income in Africa, right? If they have a mobile connection and Wi-Fi and a cell phone, they have the same power to generate wealth now that somebody in Malibu, California, in the most expensive place in the US, with the same mobile phone and internet connection does. That is so powerful. So this is why I'm showing you guys this, because if you live in a well-developed country or a nation or jurisdiction, and you're not taking advantage of this DeFi and how to expand and grow your wealth, do you not see that people that have been living in low income earning areas that now have the opportunity to grow and scale their wealth, they will be, I know for a fact, will be taking advantage of earning yield on their digital assets, of combating against the devaluation of their fiat currencies and combating against inflation. So if you don't, because you're skeptic, it's most likely because you've been privileged your entire life with a good, healthy environment, and you haven't been forced to take advantage. People in lower earning income areas, they're being forced, not in a sense, being awakened to these opportunities because they've been waiting for them for the longest time. And now that they're becoming available, you're going to see this scale on such an unprecedented pace over the next couple of years. So African users can easily convert local currency into USDC using their preferred payment methods. Then again, if they decide to, they can go and utilize a platform like the Phoenix DEX, and they can take their digital assets like Stellar, XLM, or USDC, and they can go and earn yield on that. Okay, if you don't know what the Phoenix DEX is, go take a look and go look at it. It's a DEX that's developed on the Stellar network. This capability empowers users with greater control over their financial assets, providing protection against economic volatility. Through this SEP24 integration, PayChant connects all wallets and applications on the Stellar network to Africa's traditional fiat rails in Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, and Uganda. This enables a seamless in-app experience for Stellar USDC on and off ramping, simplifying the exchange between fiat and crypto assets via local bank transfers, USSD, and mobile money. So I thought that was an interesting thing to share. Then Mr. Aquaman posted out just the other day. This blew my mind because I'm super excited about this once this starts to develop, because I have a lot of SHX. Again, another utility asset that's just been sitting dormant in my cold storage that I'm 110% willing to deploy at least 50% of my portfolio holdings in SHX into DeFi protocols or DeFi tools to start earning yield on my SHX. So I hope that this comes into fruition. But Mr. Aqua posted and tagged me in this because Stronghold, they went out to post this. Stronghold 101 is back. BTS with creative director, I'm not going to butcher this lady's name. We've been exploring the future of blockchain and DeFi, and we're excited to share what we found. So hopefully this leads into some type of DeFi development for Stronghold holders. That's a mouthful. Because again, I will be on top of this for the Wealth 28 Club members, keeping up pace with these developments and letting the members know what opportunities become available. And then this was an interesting development that happened in this month, past month, July 15, 2024. SparkDeck launched Advanced DeFi Hub on Flare blockchain. This one blew my mind. I personally have a lot of Flare, primarily due to airdrops over the past consecutive couple of times that they've done them and so on and so forth. And I'm a big component of the Flare network and, the possible, potential upside that it has to offer in this next bull market cycle. And now we have the ability to take our Flare and go and put it on a DeFi protocol, a DEX, and, provide liquidity and start earning yield, which I think is phenomenal. I actually made an entire video breakdown for the private Wealth 28 Club members. I just made that public on the X Space today. If you guys want to go and watch that video breakdown, This just kind of taps into some of the information ahead of the curve that we provide to the private Wealth 28 Club members, keeping them up to pace with the DeFi developments, showing them how, again, they can take their digital assets and earn yield on them by understanding and staying educated ahead of the retail crowd. Again, the retail crowd, the vast majority of individuals that are involved in crypto that have no idea that crypto even exists, or not crypto exists, but DeFi in crypto exists. Okay. So there were some other interesting developments with some wallet integrations that were taking place that make it easier for users to onboard into the DeFi ecosystem. And then there were some some Bitcoin DeFi developments, which again, I might say for a later video breakdown, because I want to now get into this a little bit deeper after some revelation stuff that Mr. Aqua has just recently sent to me about Bitcoin. So maybe we'll save this for another video breakdown. But shout out to the 700 plus people that are listening to this live call. Really do appreciate you all for tapping in. Again, Mr. Aqua is traveling with the family right now, so he was unable to chime into this call. But we will be here next Friday. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, we actually have an interview with Morpheus Network next Friday. So I don't know if we will be on a live call next Friday. Maybe if we do, we'll do it later on in the evening. We do have a call with the co-founder and the CEO of Morpheus Network next Friday. So definitely be tapping in and look forward to that interview. But for those of you all who are interested in some of the stuff that we were talking about in today's video breakdown, maybe you're new to crypto, maybe you're not new to crypto and you have been in DeFi before, or you know about DeFi, or maybe you don't, whatever the case may be. Now is the time I encourage you to tap into your education. It's the time to take advantage of opportunities. It is not the time to be sidelined, to be skeptical, and to be dormant with your capital. Now is the time to be active, to understand your risk tolerance, to build a strategy surrounding how to come out on top in this next super cycle that we are about to experience. If you're not taking advantage of these opportunities, then the people that are, they're going to come out so much more on top than an individual that remains dormant and skeptical and on the sidelines. It's time to get educated. It's time to get involved. It's time to join communities like ours or many others out there. I'm not knocking other communities because there are some really good ones that exist. But again, to each his own. Do us a favor, smash that thumbs up button if you're new here. Follow Mr. Aqua on X if you don't already. If you're one of Mr. Aqua's followers, follow myself on X. And if you guys are interested in any of the services that we offer at CYPRX, you guys can visit CYPRXtrading.com. We'd love to have you on the team. Thank you all so much for tapping in with us. I hope that at a bare minimum, even if you don't come and join our community, this type of research woke you up today to get you to start thinking about doing your own research and taking initiative via some of the opportunities that are available to you in this space in the now. I cannot stress enough, do not sleep on your potential to become your own bank in this space to combat against what is coming. And what is coming is a replacement of jobs on a global scale that we've never seen before. Universal basic income locking us down inside the house, most likely creating another, again, this is skeptical. This is speculation at this point, what I'm saying to you now, but it's my personal speculation that there is going to be another major catalyst to roll out this massive digital transformation that is coming. It's most likely going to result in us being locked down in our homes again, us being put on house arrest like we were back in 2019. How are you going to survive that? You want to be on universal basic income, depending on the government, depending on the central banks for your income? Or do you want to scoop up these digital assets right now while they're at a discounted price? Again, not financial advice. Learn how to leverage them to earn more of the same digital assets that you're super bullish on. So that way, when we do see another bull market cycle, or maybe we do all get locked down in the house and you can't go work at your normal 9-to-5 job, you're still earning income without the dependency of the government, without the dependency of the central banks. That's the position I would want to be in. And through DeFi, you can do that, right? So take advantage of that, knowledge and that information. And then obviously, of course, figure out how to apply that to your own personal life and personal portfolio. With that being said, many blessings to you guys. As always, be cognizant, be aware, and I will see you all on the next video breakdown.